get the wiggies cause I'm off to the hole in the road. I'm walking off school and I'm off to the city, watching telly all night and I'm not looking pretty. See, I got this job downtown, selling knocked off ladies' watches for £1. For a really dodgy man that I met in a dodgy cafe. You know, he said to me, the girl who sold these yesterday wasn't selling very carefully. Police came along and took her and all my watches away. So if you see some coppers, you grab my stuff and leg it, boy, right away. I'll be in the cafe. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way through life. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way through life. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way. So it's been a few hours and I haven't sold enough for my bus fare home. Street selling's pretty tough, so I turn on the charm for the lunchtime rush. With a smile and a wiggle on my schoolboy touch. Oh, the charm is working in the underground. There's a crowd of men and women gather round. And the watches they are going, the money is a flowing. Think I'll take a little extra, stick it in my pocket, spend you later. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way through life. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way through life. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way. I haven't sold a watch for an hour and I'm dying for a slash. I've had enough of this, so I'm off for a piss. Then a quick walk back round to the cafe. Sitting at his table drinking tea. Looks at me suspiciously. Then with a glance at the watch he says, how did you do? He paid me a couple of quid. Then he said, would you like to come and work another day? I said I'd come back down on Friday. And to that he said okay. So with £2 in my pocket and another 5 in my shoe, I nipped down to Castle Market where a man who looks like Leo Sayer is selling pots with cockles and prawns. You make me feel like dancing. Then off back to dinner on the Wiggies and then home. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way. I'm just a boy from Sheffield, making his way.
Through life. La, 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 la. Oh, look at that. That's fucking wank, innit? Just was trying to sort that out. There we go. That's better. That is better. Can you hear me? It's been a bit of a rush tonight, as usual. I've just finished my poo. So, yeah, welcome to Raconteurs News. It's Friday night. Dobry večer to all my tovaresh. I hope you're all right. There we go. Okay. I'll just read through chat anyway, see how you are. And say good evening to you all. Mahat Malevolence, good evening to you. Swoggle, he says. Good evening, Mahat Malevolence. Spanish Chicken, it's the weekend. It is the weekend. The weekend is upon us at last. These last 2 days have been particularly grueling, even if you don't go to work and things like that. It's still been grueling because you're trying to avoid all sorts of different shit all over the fucking place that involves a woman in a fucking funny hat. Who's not really there, I don't think. So That's been a bit of a disappointment, really. So good evening to you. Good evening to non-violent extremist Tony. How you doing, mate? I hope you're okay, pal. We're missing you in the after show, but staying away from dinner is not at all bad. I promise you. But you're still in Skype chat as well, so I've still got that. I've still got that thing. I'm gonna have to sort it out. So evening, Chris Partridge, writing something in Russian. I don't read Russian very well, but I do know a couple of. I don't know what that means. Yeah. Anyway, I can't read Cyrillic. And Spanish Chicken, Jimmy Hagan. Good evening, Jimmy. Hopefully, you'll be on in a little bit later on with your Ukraine update, if you will, my friend, in the second hour. Stephen Owens as well. Good evening to you, Stephen. Spanish Chicken. Josh L. Higgins. I'm on the shitter, says John L. John L. Higgins. Good. Yeah, I'll just show you that. 'Cause everyone in chat room might not have seen that, but I can see it because it's on Facebook. There you go. Josh Higgins is on the shitter. And Jimmy, Paula. Good evening to you, Paula, as well. Space cadets, she calls us. Racoons, I think. Space raccoons, we should be. NASA raccoons. Let's put this on. Let's take that shine off the top of my head. Anyway, good evening to you, Paula. Stephen Owen says Dobre Jen, Dobre Ding, Dobre Večer is actually good evening, Dobre Večer. So good evening to you, Dobre Večer, Tovarish Stephen Owens. Tovarish means comrade as well, by the way. Jimmy Hagan, Annette Roberts. Evening, Jason. Please try and send us the link for this and other fab tunes. I'm gonna put. I think I might stick one together with all these tunes on, and just a few images of us and this stuff here, just so you can see, have a listen. You can have them at home. Good evening, Tit and Bum Tabloid. Good evening, JJ as well. Good evening to you. All right, all. Chris Partridge, Gastar Bum. There's some great names, good names. I like these names. Kendo Taylor as well. I have managed to ignore her Madge completely until now. You've just mentioned her. Never mind. Her Vag. Should we call her Vag? Because that's where she got all the money from, depending on which Vag she came out of. Better out than in. There you go. Good evening to you, everybody, and Kitty as well. He's on, but he's not free. Kitty is on. I don't know if it's he or she. I can't fucking remember half the time. But anyway, I hope you're feeling better soon, Kitty. Kitty's not listening, not feeling very well, but just listening tonight. So enjoy, Kitty. I hope you do anyway. But I've not really got it all planned. We're going to do the second hour. We're going to talk about. As you can see, I've been hard at work today. I've been beavering away at the sweep, and not only have I put it in my book, but this now has got an orange thing in it, so I can flick to it straight away for the sweep, the moving on sweep. Yeah, get well soon, Kitty. Yeah, I hope it's not too bad. I should have said that myself, shouldn't I? I'm a right fucking wanker. So anyway, we did that. We did this last night. Now we're still taking, and the competition doesn't start. I want to get this straight. The competition doesn't start until June the 9th, which is a week after we started it. So all this time, up till June the 9th, is I'm taking nominations. Now, the nominations in the chat are going to be pretty difficult for me to get down. But if you email Raconteurs News, in fact, let me pop that up. That banner up. There you go. If you email me raconteursnews@outlook.com, you can make your nomination between now and the 9th. So after the 9th, I'm cutting off. It's cutting off, and we're going to go live. I'll give you some sort of idea of who's gone so far, who's not gone, shall we say? Because everyone stays alive on this sweep. It's a moving on sweep, but nobody's moved on yet. Female. All right, Kitty. I'll remember that for next time. Thank you. Thank you, Kitty, for letting us know. I hope you feel better anyway. Very, no, I mean, anyway, it means it sounds like I said it like I thought you were a bloke, and then, oh, all right then. Well, I suppose it's a woman. Dear me. Uh, it's so here we go. This is all we've got so far. If you want anybody different to this, just send me an email or on the Telegram group or in some way. I don't know. Leave a comment on the video that we did yesterday. If you leave a comment on that, I can add you that way. It's all very safe ways. It's so that I don't miss out. Um, yes, there you go. People wanting this T-shirt. Uh, You've already got somebody tit and bum tabloid. So you've got Max Egan already. So can I have David Icke, Max Egan, and Kevin Spacey in a freak homosexual tryst mishap? All right. Evening, Donna Caddy. I know. Good evening, Donna and Matt as well, who's probably listening. Daniel Hay as well. Jason, can I pick you for the moving on sweep? You could pick me. Somebody tried that last night. You could pick me, but the thing is that if I die, you're not going to win, are you? Because you won't get your T-shirt. So nobody's going to win, are they? And Danielle won't be sending it because she'll be like sleeping with it every night on. So after a devastating loss like that, obviously it don't bother me. I'm fucking gone. But no, if you pick me, you can pick me all you want. But I don't think you're going to get your prize. So anyway, Stephen Owens has got Jeremy Vine. Wish Fix has got Ricky Gervais. Chris Partridge has got Ryan Clark Neal, who is somebody I'm told. Wayne Porter has got John Lydon. Good evening to you, Wayne Porter, if you're listening. Taz as well. Taz has got Jair Bisonaro. Bison. I've never even heard of that one. I should Google it or have a look, shouldn't I? Can I have Prince Andrew and Hunter Biden in a freak primary school fire? No, you've got Max Egan. You're going to have to be stuck with Max Egan. Blah, blah, blah. Where are we? Annette Roberts over there in Texas has got Brian Cox. Spanish Chicken has got Zelensky. We talked about that last night. I think he's probably people get more. They get cancelled now rather than assassinated. I think assassinations are a little bit messy, whereas a cancellation, and you just don't. Nobody gets blamed, do they, for cancelling somebody? Ricky Gervais is trying to get cancelled as well. I don't think it's going to work. They're trying to cancel him. I don't think it's going to work. I think Ricky Gervais is. I don't. I think he's protected, but I don't think he's protected in the way that you think. I think he's protected in the way that he's going to he'll do hope for him really. So Kevin James has got Greta Thunberg, nice, and probably the youngest one so far. Tony Blair as CMB has got Tony Blair. Trisha Morticia, Russell Brand, 462904 has got Johnny Depp. Jimmy Hagan, along the same line, has got Amber Heard. Mick Ramo has got Bill Gates. Uni has got Howard Stern. Uni, by the way, sends his apologies. He can't be here tonight. He's his grandmother who's fucked his schedule up. He said his grandmother's schedules messed his up. So he's not going to be here tonight, but he might be back on Tuesday. In the chat room, of course. And sometimes on here. We like Uni. We like getting Uni on every now and again. Mick Ramo, Bill Gates, Uni Howard Stern. Paula has got Denise Welsh. Oh, by the way, we found out she was pregnant today on classic Coronation Street. So I don't know what that is. I don't know what that means. I mean, she's already buried one dead fucking grown-up kid, and like now she's pregnant again all these years later. Jesus Christ. Don't know who it is, probably. But anyway, enough about Denise Welsh. Paula's got her, so if she clocks out in the next, after June the 9th, Paul Lawton has got Ross Kemp. Kendo has gone for Paul Merton. Tit and Bum Tabloid. Can I have David Williams? Can I have David Williams in an unforeseen walnut cracking incident? All right. I don't think it's going to happen. Kendo's up port. Yeah, Kitty has got Charlie Sheen. Heath changed his mind. He had Phil Collins at first, and we found out Phil Collins was 71, and it's 70 years or under at the time of the start. So if your candidate turns 70 on June the 8th, then unfortunately they're not eligible to win this massive prize. There you go. Nick, Ron, who's from I think it's Ron Malcolm. He's got Whoopi Goldberg. Not a bad shout there. In the old Whoopi Goldberg, I looked at how old she is. I think she's 67 or something. But yeah, he did the old thing. He went for Roseanne Barr. When I said, sorry, I went for Phil Collins at first. Now, I sent him a message last night. Said, you can't have Phil Collins. Unfortunately, he's over 70. He's 71. So we went for fucking 69-year-old Roseanne Barr. So there you go. He's got Roseanne. He's like sort of hedging his bets around. He's around about the cutting point. So there you go. Ron's got Whoopi Goldberg. Nick GB has got Martin Roberts. That's that fucking tosser off Holmes Under the Hammer, who looks a fucking right weird cunt. I hope that's him. It's him. He's a right weird cunt. He's got no fucking hair, but he's got like a right big fucking load up front that's like combed up, and he wears jeans and these fucking they call them sports jackets, but fucking jackets, aren't they? He wears jeans and he's fucking. It's the weirdest looking cunt like I've ever seen in my life. If someone come towards me and tried to talk to me looking like that, then unfortunately I'm going to say, look, let's be real at least, rather than this pretentious nonsense that you're fucking putting on. JJ again on in the Telegram group. By the way, it's t.me / fucking Raconteurs News for the Telegram group, or we can send you a link if might have got a link somewhere. Rob has gone for Health Freedom UK. He's gone for Katie Price, and Jim in the chat room in the Telegram group has gone for Hulk Hogan as well. I watched the thing about his sex tape on Netflix a couple of weeks ago. I think horrendous stuff that were going on. Fucking real weird shit going on around him. His mate did made a videoed him and fucking his wife. Like he says, come on, fuck my wife, and he went and fucked his wife, and he'd videoed it, his mate. So I mean, that's disgusting, isn't it? It's absolutely disgusting. But yeah, Hulk Hogan, weird stuff going. These celebrity people, they don't do some fucking weird shit. Speaking of which, I bumped into Eunice's doctor earlier on today and asked him how he's doing, and he said, I recorded it. He said this:
that man has the largest penis I have ever seen. I actually don't even know if he has mumps. Forgot to look. I was distracted by the largest penis I have ever seen.
There you go. So there you go. That was Eunice's doctor earlier on telling us about what's wrong with him. He thinks he might have the mumps. Jason is more of a Dion Dublin man. That's it. Thank you, Tony, for that. That's the chat room, the Telegram group. Telegram is government controlled. It might be, but it's we can have a laugh, can't we? Look, it's all fucking government. They're all going to be in it somewhere, everywhere, no matter what you do. So you just have to realise that they're nosy bastards, and they're never going to fucking the largest National Socialist penis ever. Yes, that's right. Paul has seen some excellent Betty's out in the hedges. Excellent Betty's out in the hedges. Wicked sense of humour. To play a bit mad, lol. Try and get a few picks. Nice, Paula. There you go. So that's what we did yesterday. So if you weren't here yesterday and you want to have a go on this, you have got until next Thursday. Yeah. So as soon as Thursday, so you got midnight on Wednesday night. So when it gets to Thursday, when the clock turns to 9, the game is closed. So then we're all sat there with his fingers crossed, aren't we? And what I'm going to do is, obviously I can't. I've got this fucking t-shirt. I could just say, "Oh, I've won it." No, yeah. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick mine. Obviously, I'm not involved. But I'm going to stick my nomination in an envelope, and then when somebody wins it, we're going to open the envelope and see what my nomination is. Plus, I probably won't even fucking remember. But I'm going to do that, and I'll be doing that before next Wednesday, and you will have that to be able to see, so that I can put it in, and there you go. So, the largest National Socialist penis ever, the swass pricker. Yes, he has. Yes, he styled his pubes to look like a Hitler tash as well. So he's got like a. I know women do that, don't they? They call it the clitler, but you can't do that, can you? The knobbler, I suppose. The Hitler. He's got like a. Anyway, that's what he tells me. Oh yeah, was that Uni has the biggest or is the biggest? Well, he's quite a big guy. Uni, if Chuck E. Cheese did fascist fucking propagandists. Oh, brilliant! Oh, we love you, Uni. Honestly, he don't get. Listen, nobody even gets to mess with him apart from us because he's a top bloke. But he's all right. He's all right, I suppose. Because I'll do a recording a bit at half time. But yeah, Clitler on me Wolverine. Uni got an unused German helmet. One of them with spikes on top. Yeah, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? It would be interesting. So, if you want to join in on that, on the death sweep, it's in there. It's officially in the book. See what I did yesterday. See, I've been fucking doing work, homework. I never do homework. I never fucking do any preparation. But last night I wrote everything down on these, as you could probably see. And today I've transferred it to the book. So it's in the book, as they say. In the book. I don't know any of them. I don't know any of these. I've written these fucking shit down, and I don't even know any of the words on it, what they are. I mean, oh yeah. Oh, it were dead people. I was looking for dead people. See, if you had Logan Long, the porn star, Logan Long, you would have won already. Like, if we'd have started before he died. But anyway, Logan Long, he's dead. Andy Fletcher as well, he'd have fared in there as well, Depeche Mode. But unfortunately, those people are not here anymore. They need to be alive when the clock turns midnight on the 8th of June, 2022. And we'll have a winner for this T-shirt, the backwards T-shirt, the Raconteurs News backwards T-shirt. I love Spiral Spring Jotters, Jotter pads, so 70s and retro. That's me. I'm retro. I'm retro. See, I don't these things you don't know about me, but I do like retro, and I always use a fountain pen. I never use a biro. Biros are like, I don't know. I think they're like the axis of evil. I would say I've never signed anything with a biro and anything's good's come of it. You know what I mean? So, I didn't even sign my fucking wedding thing in a biro, did I?
No,
fountain pen. See? See? So the only things that matter, you sign with a fountain pen. So, there you go. You said Meatloaf in Telegram Raconteurs News. Did you do a whole show on his... Yeah, I know, I was joking. It were a joke. People were saying things, and I thought, all right, okay, I'll put Meatloaf. Someone were getting ideas. I think it were you, Chris. Chris were giving people ideas. He were like offering a few ideas on what who to go for. No, I've got my fucking phone here, have I? Never mind, I can't look through. So, but anyway, find it. Didn't Anne Frank write her fiction in a biro? Yeah, I think they did. I think she did. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not retro, but in the early 70s, I far out, man. Far out. 70s were a lot better, weren't they? if you think about the insults that you get today, they're all really coarse and a bit, you're a denier or something, or you're a fucking cunt, or you're a fucking retard and everything. I used to prefer it when you could call somebody a jive turkey. A jive turkey is the fucking ultimate, the ultimate insult to somebody is to call them a jive turkey. And I used to love it when we could call people jive turkeys. We had other people butting in and saying things about you. Yeah, Russians write with a pencil because it's cheaper than making a space biro. We did that one, yeah. Has anyone got Her Glorious Majesty in the death sweep? No, nobody's got Her Glorious Majesty because it's the person in the death sweep must be under the age of 70 at the time of nomination. Under the age of 70. We've had David Dickinson's had to be removed because he's 81, the fucking old bastard. I don't know how he's got to that, I don't know. That prison fool, because he was in prison for a long time, weren't he, for fraud. Phil Collins, we had to remove, because he's fucking Phil Collins. I mean, the fact that he was 71 did have a little bit of an effect to it, but it's Phil Collins. Jesus Christ, Jesus. Biros were invented in December 1950. How did Anne write her diary in 1944? If biros were 1950. You noticed I ain't had a shave either. No, I look exactly the same as I did yesterday when I come on, because I haven't really moved since then. Well, I went upstairs, and then I came down again. Then I went back up, and then I went down. So I've been upstairs and downstairs a couple of times. But apart from that, I haven't really been upstairs. But I have been writing stuff down. Flower power worked then. Yeah, flower power. I like fucking flower power. That's good. I call Anne Frank's books bullshit, says non-violent extremists. And you know what? I haven't looked into it enough. I don't really care. It's not something that I'd take any fucking notice. If someone said to me, "Oh, we went to Anne Frank's house and saw her diaries in Amsterdam," it's in Amsterdam, isn't it? Anyway, it's fucking somewhere in Holland where they wear clogs. But if somebody said to me, I went to Anne Frank's house and we saw her diaries and all that, and it was really cool, I go, not really bothered. Not really that bothered. Who's got Will Smith in a freak cold toupee misunderstanding? See, Will Smith's still in there. He's not been taken yet. Beating her house, says Stephen Owens. All right, good. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. It's not really something I'd be bothered about doing, to be fair. Maybe the lack of sexual content made is securing. It's confusing. Oh, sorry, I'm getting a bit behind here. Being her house, yeah. So Steve Owens been to her house. Chris Partridge says maybe the lack of sexual content made it confusing. Raconteurs News, are you planning any more supermarket ablution adventures? You've already conquered Aldi. I vote you next attempt to summit Marks and Spencer's. I've not only conquered Aldi, but there's a story a few years ago on one of its shows that I did about a similar incident that happened to me in Morrison's. Now, that was when I had two legs, but it does involve all the other protagonists that are that were there, namely myself. Adi weren't there, but he weren't really a protagonist in this. He was just more of a stood alongside. No, you weren't there. No, you weren't there. I were on my way back. I were in that Morrison's at Catcliffe. And if you remember, I did something. I tried to because what I try to do sometimes, if I try and fart near somebody and then walk off, just so that they go, "Oh my God," and they turn to the husband and go, "Oh, fucking hell, Derek." Oh, so are we picking someone under 70 who is famous and might die? No, it's just anybody who's going to die or might die or move on. We're going to call it moving on. Moving on, not passed on, because he's not fucking passed out. Fucking passed away is the most pathetic thing. Nobody ever, please, if when I fucking snuff it, do not ever say I passed away, because that is just fucking ridiculous. Just say I died. You're fucking not. Well, I'll fucking come and fucking haunt you. And fucking, Your gravestone. No, it's anybody, Donna. So you and Matt can have a go each. 2 chances. Not 1 minute. You're not bothered by Anne Frank. Next, the towers are falling. Okay, I don't know what that means. But yeah, I did it in Morrison's one time. I must find it art. It is a. I did tell the story, and it's quite a few years ago because Andy were on as well. So it is quite a few years ago. But I'll see if I can find it out and see if we can find it, and I'll play that for you because it were quite funny at the time. But apart from that, it was really, really, really embarrassing. No, not embarrassing. I don't get embarrassed. But, well, smelly. What's the word? Smelly. It was smelly. Very, very smelly. So, what's been going on today? We are saying, what has been going on today? Oh, no. It's been like royal bollocks, hasn't it? Let's see what BBC Pigeon is saying about Queen. Let's have a look. Home. Let's go for. See what they've saying about Queen. Oh, so far the same fuck all. Oh, here we go. Oh, right, okay. So Queen Elizabeth II go miss Friday event of her Platinum Jubilee. Queen Elizabeth II go miss Friday celebration of her Platinum Jubilee. Buckingham Palace confirmed this development for statement. The Queen greatly enjoy Thursday birthday parade. It's not a birthday, is it? See what I mean? Some fucker's written it. It's not a birthday. Is it a birthday? Anyway, and fly past. Fucking birthdays, jubilees, that fucking cunt. She must have more presents in that fucking house. They must all be under stairs. I bet she's got fucking under her stairs. I bet it's a great laugh. There's tons of fucking shit under there. Blah, blah. Oh, yeah, Madonna could go on for the... But you've already got somebody, Trisha, I think. Trisha's already got somebody. Anyway. Fucking hell. But she experienced some discomfort. The palace talk inside statement. So talk, I'm going to say is talk or said or whatever. You know, you talk it, you talk shit, you said shit. I don't know. The Queen Day looking forward to participating for Thursday night beacon lighting event. Ooh, we know a great beacon lighter, don't we, love? But he prefers laying wreaths to lighting beacons. And if anybody knew about him, did know that anyway. And she would like to thank all those way make Thursday such a memorable occasion. It was a memorable occasion. Thursday was a very, very memorable occasion for me. I was in here. I spoke to you people. I talked about moving on. Donna Caddy. I think Bill Gates is over 70. And someone's already got Bill Gates, haven't they? I think Bill Gates is over. Someone's already got Bill Gates. I'm sure Bill Gates has already been got. But check his age as well, because I don't know. Bill Gates. Somebody had Bill Gates. I'm sure they did. Bill Gates. Yeah, Mick Ramo's got Bill Gates. Sorry about that. So Melinda, well, you can have Melinda, Donna. Oh, Bill Gates is 60. Yeah, he's already in, though. He's already in. So somebody's got him. Mick Ramo's got him. So I can't split this T-shirt in half, a front and a back. So he's already been occupied. Yes, he's occupied. We've got him. Yeah, he's 666, says Stephen Owens. But we'll put you down for Melinda anyway, Donna. Let me just write this shit down. I'll just write this down when I catch him. But if you don't hear me say, oh yes, I've got that. Then email me or something. But I've got yours, Donna. So Donna Caddy, Melinda Gates. Melinda Gates. There you go. You've got. If you take Calvin Klein, do you get Melinda Gates as well? Oh no, you only get one at a time. I don't get that. Calvin Klein, Melinda. I thought Melinda Gates and Bill Gates were fucking divorced or something, weren't they? Are you getting some more T-shirts printed for your merch store, Jason? I don't know about a merch store, but I'm getting some printed. That's when they can fucking deal with it. But the people that are sending me T-shirts or supposed to be sending me T-shirts are the T-shirt makers, the manufacturers. It's a ball ache trying to talk to them, and then it's an instruction manual. I did it first time; it was fine. Kevin Kline, the actor, yeah. Oh right, is he Kevin Kline? He must be over 70. Even Sean Hamer. Yeah. I can't remember what we're talking about. I get fucking so sideways. Anyway.
First you were talking about Pigeon.
Pigeon, yeah.
Then you were talking about T-shirt guy.
T-shirt guy. Oh yeah, that T-shirt guy, yeah. Yeah. Do you want a hitman for your merch store? We'll have to get something sorted out, won't we? But yeah, as soon as I got it done first time, but it came on back. They did it on back, and then they said they'd do it again. Only this time, whenever I've tried to order it and everything, the instructions they've told me aren't working, and they keep telling me to do other things. I've done them other things, and it's still not working. ResiTuber says, "Why is the R in Raconteur's news logo backwards? This is Illuminati. Is this Illuminati infiltration? No, it's the R. We like the R. The backwards R. It's Cyrillic. It's Russian. It's against all the fucking silly wankers that think that fucking Gary Ord, Mark Almond. Oh, we like that. Gary Ord. Mark Almond. We got it. Mark Almond. And Matt's gone for... Matt Cad has gone for Boris Johnson. Oh, fucking hell, that would be brilliant, wouldn't it? You know. He could tell us what it's like. He's all fucking... That couldn't... Anyway, he's just going to go down to hell and he's going to love it there. I know a lot of people want the matching Raconteurs news, curtains and bedspread. Yeah, well, you know, you never know. Does Kevin Kline do the underpants? No, it's different Kevin Kline, isn't it? He's an actor. Did somebody say that? If somebody said that, it'd speak out or forever hold your peace. Tony Blair's taken. Yes, I'm afraid, Neil Bean. Tony Blair is taken. He's married to Cherie. It should be a Russian N as well. Like, well, listen, I know, but I like that N. That N was nice, and that is a proper Russian N. It is a Cyrillic N, that, but it's you know, it's like, I like that. Don't you like the little tail on the end? I like the little tail on the end of the thing. Let's pop it up. Let me just pop it up, my brand. Let's have a look. Because this is how it's staying, so I'm not going to change it. But I like this little bit down the you know, the little end, the little tail off the end of the N, and I think it sort of joins together. I designed and made that myself, so you know, it's no rubbish, and I'm quite attached to it. And I'm going to get that black RN. I'm going to have that made into a sticker, and then it's going to go on to the back of the Raconteur-mobile. There, that's the Raconteur-mobile. See, because it's orange at bottom and black on top and black wheels and all that. So I'm going to get an RN. So if anybody knows how to do that, send me a sticker, RN sticker. Just clear with the black R and the N and the Raconteur's news underneath. That'd be awesome. Let me fucking remove... Oh, fuck off. There you go. Let's put Dinny on again. Is it? Look at Dinny. He's no, not Dinny. This Dinny. This is Dinny. This is Dinny from yesterday. He's just about to accompany Her Majesty to the throne. He's a chief arsewiper. Oh, I love it. He loves it, honestly, seriously. Yeah, Donna said, nice cars, Jason. Yeah, look, it's my mobility car. It's my mobility car. It's not like, you know, I'd never be able to afford a new car. But it's my mobility car. I ordered it 8 months ago, and I asked for orange and black because that's Raconteur's news colours. So there you go. That's why I did that. So thanks for that. But it's not really my car, but it's mine to use. So bespoke logo, real class, Jace. Thank you very much. See, that's what we're looking for. good things that people say. It's a very unusual font, hence my query. Yeah, so listen, I don't know where I got it from, but I know I got it from a Cyrillic fucking alphabet somewhere or something. I just stuck that together, and then I stuck Raconteurs News underneath it. But the little logo in corner, nobody could see the Raconteurs News bit, so I just had a little one that says RN. So there you go. Dinny would bring her to the 50 kV throne. Kilovolts. Dins was not amused by that image I made, lol. I know, that's why I keep fucking showing it. He fucking hates it. Oh, Jason, get a fucking... I spoke to him in uni last night, actually. Yeah, I spoke to him in uni last night after I'd finished. Dinny had fell asleep and missed show. But he was fucking pissed that earlier on in the day. You want... Okay, New Being wants... Xi Jinping. Who's that? Xi Jinping. Ain't that the fucking... that's the plasterer, isn't it? From... yeah, nobody really owns the car anyway. You're right. I just have exclusive use to it. Well, exclusive apart from my wife. So if she gets it before me, but she's got her own car, so I can't drive her car because it's manual. So she can drive my car. So if she wants to keep me in house, she just takes my car. Xi Jinping, head of the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party. Okay. Chinese head twonk in the CCP. Right, okay. So he's a head guy. So he's, yeah, okay. We've got that. New Being, that's down. It's written down. So if you've got any more ideas, then stick them in. Get your thing down. I'll get as much as I can. I'll get it off the chat. But most of the time, it's presented as a world leader on the list. I found. How old is he anyway? This fucking Xi Jinping. That's trouble with them Chinese. You think they're about fucking 13 and they end up being 86. It's fucking problem. Mark Almond. You've got Mark Almond, mate. You've got it, Gary Ord. You've got it, mate. It's there. It's down. It's written down. Let's see. Mark Almond, Gary Ord. New Being. Can you see me handwriting's terrible? He's 68. All right. He's good. He's good then. He's in. Nice one. How long before this show is accused of stochastic terrorism? I don't know. 10 minutes? Well, you've just done it. So, no. Stochastic terrorism. That's all right, isn't it? Famous birthdays year, 1953. That's a good place to get them, isn't it? That's a good place to get in. You get your 69-year-olds. Well done, New Being. Well done to you, New Being. Xi is the same age as oh, right, okay. Only 2,000 years old. Xi is the same age as a vaginistic. Only 2,000 years old. Okay. 2,000 years old. I think that's a bit old for the 70s and unders category. Chinese are different ages due to their calendar. Right, okay. But does that? I mean, there must be a conversion. Can you convert calendars? You get a calendar conversion app. Yeah, like dog years, isn't it? And so because Chinese people generally are shorter than us. So do they have shorter years? Do they have the calendars might be different, but I'm sure the fucking solar system or whatever shit that we're living on is same. But who knows? Anybody stocking or up on food and candles ready for the coming shortages? Not me. Food we've got in. And if there's a chippy just down the road anyway, so if food's shortage, we'll just got chippy. Co-op end of road, yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm only kidding. Trisha Morticia says I've got Chinese neighbours. We used to have them. Some Chinese neighbours. They liked the parties, but the parties sort of ended at like 9:30. And all they ever did were like play guitar. I remember one time they were really nice people as well. The first time they had a party, they came round and knocked on the door and said, "We're having a party tonight, but don't get too." Well, one of them did. There were two of them there, an old woman and a younger kid, and the younger kid said, "We're having a party tonight. Hope it's fine." But here's a cake, and brought us a fucking what? A cake? Was it a cake? Weren't it?
They brought like some soup, some rice dumplings.
Yeah, soup, rice dumplings, and a cake. Like round for us, just to say, thank you. We're having a party and we've brought you this stuff, so you don't feel too left out. And the party's never really you never really heard them unless you went in the kitchen where you could hear someone strumming on guitar and they were singing songs like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That was one time. But really nice people. I really liked them. They were good. And they were called the guy was called Mr. Tinsel as well, which I always thought were really but what a fun name that is, Tinsel.
She was called December Tinsel.
And Tinsel, December Tinsel. She was called December Tinsel. I don't know whether they just got here and thought, listen, we're not going to get any fucking farther with this, Hung Ming, whatever. Let's just pick up some fucking words. But December Tinsel, she was called. And he was called Mr. Tinsel. They were really nice people, and we miss them. Well, I don't know. I'd miss them, but I don't know how many there were because they were just like people going in and out there all the fucking time. Chippy shops are closing, too expensive. Yeah, probably. Top 10 on iTunes, lol. Prince Andrew is a sweaty nonce. Big hit. I've seen it. Cunt and the Gang. It's not a very good tune, is it? But it gets the words out. It gets the message out, and it's apparently it's in top 10. Of course, it's not going to be played. They couldn't even play "Ding Dong, the Witch is Dead" when Thatcher threw a 7. So they played like fucking one couple of fucking seconds on it on Top of the Pops. I remember, not Top of the Pop, nighttime chart show. Nick GB says it's coming, Jace. Get some extra tins and stuff in. Yeah, well, listen, we always try and get some stuff in. The thing is that I've been probably for about since, I know this is probably complacent on my part, but since about 2007, 2008, I've been waiting for this food shortage to come along. Steve Owens says, my wife just got a job in Tesco Cafe. Food shortage? What food shortage? He had to go off with COVID, so he didn't upstage his mum. I think we're talking about Chuck now. But yeah. The people, the Chinese neighbours we had were fantastic. Tasmedia also had Chinese neighbour once. She was a lovely lady, very traditional. She gave me a pair of Chinese slippers as a gift. Oh, excellent. Excellent. The Iron Lady was a vision of leadership. Yes, she was. She was a vision of a fucking nightmare leadership. That's what she were. That's just my opinion. We're not political on this show. This is not a political show. We don't talk politics on here. The fucking preppers are losing their fucking minds and totally losing the fucking goddamn plot. Tom's Urban Explorers. Hi, Jason. Happy Platinum Jubilee. Yes. Thank you, Tom. Tom's Urban Explorer. Okay. Where are we going here? She was in the Jubilee. Oh, right. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ, it's fucking terrible, isn't it? But there's somebody's. There's in Grantham. There's a statue that's just been unveiled, or it's being unveiled, or whatever. Grantham, where she was brought up, and it's just covered in fucking eggs. People selling eggs to throw at it and cups of coffee and that. So I saw somebody who threw a cup of coffee on it when it was covered it up when it was just about to be fucking opened up. I don't think it's gone quite down as well with the plebs as they hoped. But then again, there'll be those who did make out her out of leadership, and they'll probably fucking miss her loads. Fucking old bag. Fucking statues. If we're dragging statues of people down, I mean, come on, fucking chucking them in sea. That's got to be first one, hasn't it? It's got to be first one. Good evening to Tom's Urban Explorer as well. If you've not had your, I don't think you've had your go in the death sweep, the moving on sweep. Her son was a wrong one as well. Yeah. Oh God, what was his name? Fucking hell. What was his name? Mark, weren't it? Mark Thatcher. He got to. Mark Thatcher. He got fucking lost in somewhere on Dakar Rally or so. He went into his rallying, because his mum had plenty of coin. She had everyone else's coin, so he went into all that rallying, and he fucking went missing. I think he got kidnapped, and then shit happened in South Africa as well. Mark, yeah. Things happened in South Africa. So I know we had a woman on from South Africa, from the sovereign state of Good Hope, which is down there in South Africa. Fucking cunts. Yeah, so he was there, coup in South Africa as well. Yeah, that's what she was saying. She was saying it were a coup, and that the indigenous people of South Africa weren't the blacks. They weren't the native people. The people there are oh God, I can't remember what she called them, but they weren't black. Even though I had a king on as well, by the way, the king of that place. What a fucking fella! He were black. But he were a fucking right good fella. I really liked him. King, what's his face? But you find it. It's on Raconteurs News. You'll find it on. If you go through channel, you can find there's a king. I've interviewed a king. She said, gave me 9 inch and make me bleed, so I fucked her 3 times and thumped her in the nose. Ba-boom. The old ones are always the best. Remember, spitting image will never have a nice South African, and that's not bloody surprising, man. I had that. On. I played that when she came on. We had a woman who lived in Texas who was from South Africa who introduced me to the guy who was the king. And when she came on, I played that in the middle. I've never met a nice South African, and it's not bloody surprising, man. Yeah, he was trying to organise a coup, weren't he? Yeah. South Africa, Matt Caddy there, thanks. I've got 47 subscribers on my channel, says Tom's Urban Explorer. Okay, we'll get over to Tom's Urban Explorer and give him some. See what videos are on there. If they're any good, give him a subscribe and have a watch. I'll certainly go have a look, see what you got on there. Clean water and seeds, you can get some good nutrition. Silver coin in the water, new being. Yeah, that's all good stuff. It's all good stuff what's going on in here. But like I said, I'm going to have a fucking joint. I'm going to have this joint here. What I should have done is I should have sorted out. Fuck authority. Fuck authority. Fuck the Queen and fuck chemtrails. Couldn't agree with you more, Milwana. I have sussed out the fattest neighbours who won't be missed when the shit eats the fan. That looks nice, that.
I'm finished.
Marvellous. There you go. There you go. Oh, you won't be able to see it because it's green screen. Hang on, let me turn green screen off. My wife's finished the painting. Let me turn green screen off and then you'll be able to show it. Hang on. There we go. I can't see it. There you go. There you go. That's my wife. Finished a picture of her horse.
That's my horse.
That's her horse, Blue. And she's done a photo of him. Kilcorgan Blue, his name. He used to be a show jumper back in the day. All right, an eventer, a 3-day eventer. That's what he were. A 3-day eventer. Should we try that one? Oh no, that don't fucking work, does it? Wow, she's got a bit of talent. She has. Why the long face? It's got no front legs. They're underneath it. It's laid down. It's laid down. He's on grass. You know. Oh fucking! I've changed this now, and it won't fucking go back. It's all wank. There we go. That's better. Got rid of a few fucking thingies. There you go. Frame that. We're going to frame that, yeah. Yeah, very good painter. Yeah, she's very talented. My wife, very very talented. So there you go. That's we'll be framing that later on. Get it framed and up on wall. Fuck monkeypox agenda. Fuck monkeypox agenda. Fuck the agenda and fuck the system. Monkeypox, yes. We don't want any of that. Give it a kick, Jay. It never fails. Give what a kick? Oh, the light. I'm going to say, I thought you were fucking kicking horse. I'm not kicking that fucking thing. We've seen side. How many hands is it? Fucking 17? 17 fucking hands and 2. I don't know where you get 0.2 of an hand from.
2 inches. 17 hands and 2 inches.
17 hands and 2 inches it is.
He's 69 inches long, tall.
69 inches long, tall, all tall. 69 inches tall, not 66. That would make him evil, and we'd have to have him executed. It's like a 70s telefilter, all that snow. I know, it was terrible, weren't it? That must be Dinny. Monkeypox is an adverse reaction to jibber jabby. It's called shingles. Thumbs up, says Donna Caddy. Only 9. No, well, I don't mind. I don't mind the not big thumbs up if you don't want to. Everybody to their own. But there you go. It's supposed to help. I don't know how it helps. I don't really care, to be fair. But thank you to everyone who's put the thumbs up. It is really nice of you to do that. Fucking hell. Talk about a bit fucking sharp. Jesus Christ, I'm going to have How's Winston this evening? It's fucking Watson. Winston.
Sat by a door, actually. I think he wants a shit.
Does he want a shit? Yeah. I meant give the tech a kick to get it working. Sorry about that. Fucking hell. Oh dear me, I'm losing it a bit.
What?
I've got. I'll be all right. I'm gonna play a record. I'm gonna put a thing in chat room. If anybody wants to come on, Jimmy, if you want to come on, mate, tell us about Ukraine, or anybody wants to come on, just add yourself during this music break. I just need to. Obviously, that fucking shit was far too harsh for me. Oh Jesus Christ. Yeah, we'll do this one. So I'll play this record. We'll be back in a minute. And it's a 9.5, 9.4, 9.6 from the panel. A superb cough from Mr. Home. Thank you very much. I'm going to grab a drink. I'm going to, try to sort my head out. Sort my life out. Sort my head out. Have a quick record, and I'll be back. Oh, fuck off, dog. Fucking dog. Fucking...
I'm gonna have some fun with this one here.
Woohoo!
In the morning, when I wake up, all I want is Mary Joanna. In the evening, when I'm thinking, all I want is Mary Joanna. If you look in my eyes, you will see what I've done. Every minute, every hour of every day. But life is like a smoke. In the end, I'm gonna choke. So all I do is live my life from day to day.
Oh my God, you know you better watch yourself because I know you're winning and they won. Cause I'm telling you consonant. Cause you know they wanna take them for a run. You let me see you do that run. Run and the one that they clan and the one that. Cause I know you cannot be me now what you wanna do. Cause I'm about to break it down me cause you know you cannot fade me now. Let you wanna. You better back it down now because I'm telling you. What bar, one bar, can I wonder? Because you know you like the way you put that pick up. Cause I'm telling all you fools what happened. And in a mercy. Now what you wanna do? And in a mercy. Now what you wanna do? And in a mercy. Now what you wanna do? And in a mercy.
If you look in my eyes, you'll see what I've done. Every minute, every hour of every day. But life is like a smoke. In the end, I'm gonna choke. So all I do is live my life from day to day. You got to lick it, stick it, bend it, crease it, stack it, burn it, pack it, roll it, poke it, roach it, smoke it, then you pass it to me. You got to lick it, stick it, bend it, crease it, stack it, burn it, pack it, roll it, poke it, roach it, smoke it, then you pass it to me.
Come on, baby girl, let's get it going on. I'ma hit the highway and do it my way. It ain't no game, girl, so I don't play games. I keep it up straight, right up in your face. So make your mind up, cause life is too short. I got the vest on, boy, put your belt on. Stop acting all cool like Kanye West, boy. You be riding through the wire and the camera get on fire. You don't want that, no, I don't want that, no. This goes out to pimps and chicks, so slow. Hit the backseat when you're doing the licking, kissing, squeezing. Do the damn thing, man.
You got to lick it, stick it, bend it, press it, stack it, burn it, pack it, roll it, on it, soak it, smoke it, marriage, you pass it to me. You got to lick it, stick it, bend it, press it, stack it, burn it, pack it, roll it, on it, soak it, smoke it, marriage, you pass it to me. You got to lick it, stick it, bend it, press it, stack it, burn it, pack it, roll it, on it, soak it, smoke it, marriage, you pass it to me. You got to lick it, stick it, bend it, press it, stack it, burn it, pack it, roll it, poke it, roach it, smoke it, then you pass it to me.
Hey, I'm back. Sorry about that. I just had to. I had to play a record, and you understand, don't you? You understand. You know what it's like. Mexican wave of love and light through the chat. Good vibes. Thank you, Paula. That's what we need is some good vibes. We've got good vibes, though, haven't we? We have. There's a lot of people struggling, a lot more difficult. I mean, can you imagine tuning into some fucking show where every week you're told that all sorts of shit's going to fucking happen and you're going to, I don't know, die and stuff like that. It's not good. I prefer this. I like this. I like this anyway. I like speaking to you boys and girls, and of course Jimmy Hagan, who's there in the chat room. Good evening, Jimmy.
Hey Jay, are you well?
I'm very well, thank you. Have you got a hanky on your head tonight? Is it?
Yeah, it's my tinfoil hat. You know, I have this lined, so that it's kind of like incognito. You know that, you know, you wouldn't even know that it was a tinfoil hat, but underneath it's like lined with super duper EMP proof fucking foil, which will survive even a nuclear blast from a fucking samurai from fucking Russia. I tell you what, serious kit, man. You know, anybody wants to buy one, just send me a fucking message on my Telegram there. You'll I'll send one over to you. Like, it'll be high tech. I guarantee you. It's
It's a fucking brilliant app, man. It's brilliant app. What's any exciting stuff going off in Russia this week? Ukraine, Russia, all this fucking nonsense that we're hearing, that we're not hearing at the moment, because obviously Queen Elizabeth's got to sort of send out.
Look, it's nuts, man. I don't know where to start. Like, it's like there's nothing going on in Russia. Russia are fucking happy out, man. Do you know what? Prices are going through the roof here in the West, and Russian people are kind of like really in a really good place, man. Because I think they got the cheapest gas in the world.
Yeah.
I don't even want to go. I don't even want to go there, but it's like but it's the truth. Like they have the cheapest gas in the fucking world at the moment, so they're doing that. They're doing okay. So
Is it free?
well, I'd never heard of Vladimir getting put on notice that his sort of approach was wrong. I haven't heard of anything like that. It was free or I don't know. I don't know, and I don't want to preempt because do you know what because that would mean like sort of like that would sort of like mean saying what a contributor to this channel said was bullshit, and I don't believe that at all because there's a lot of validity to what our good friend has to say, right? There really is, like, and people don't fucking realize this, and people might fucking poo-poo what he has to fucking say, but there's
Are we
a lot
talking
of
about Webber? Let's
yes,
just
we
his
are
name.
talking
Webber.
about
It's not
yes,
dead, is it? It's not. He is still Webber.
yeah. There's a lot of validity to what he has to fucking say, and there's a good fucking history about what he's fucking talking about. He's not the only one who has sort of like figured this shit out. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Like, so whether it's free or not, that's for the people to fucking figure out in the long term.
Yeah,
and
of
I
course it
think
is.
and I think the problem is like because what our Webster has been going on about, and he sort of like pointed this out to me because I gave him a pointed question one fucking night about like what I thought about his videos and stuff about his researches, and I asked him a question about like, is there a difference between a privatized company and a public company? And he lit up like he lit up like a fucking Christmas tree when I fucking said that, and he says I fucking got it. So that told me that I was on the right track with my interpretation of what he was fucking talking about. So like there's a big difference like if you're talking about like something that's fucking privately held or publicly held. So and this is a topic that we're going to have to discuss with him when he decides to come back, and so we'll probably best park it there.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably best. Yeah, we'll leave.
Yeah.
It's strange. It's funny. Well, I say it's funny and it's strange, but it's just how fucking shit works.
I didn't get a chance to talk with him correctly about it because I was just digesting his stuff, and then I asked him a question about God, and then it went all fucking pear shaped, and so I didn't get to go where I wanted to go with it.
Yeah, but you see, that was the reason why was the God. Because I could see where we were going, and look, I've got no problem with everyone's religion. Anyone's religion is fine. Anybody they can talk about the religion all they want. It's just that I knew that we were going to go down the same thing that I'd heard hundreds of times, and if I've heard it hundreds of times, everybody's heard it hundreds of times, and that was the only thing is I just didn't want to. That's why at that point I thought, right, fucking Jimmy's got him started on God. That's it. And I just didn't want to, and I didn't, and it's nothing against anybody with any religious beliefs, because I respect everybody's belief in it, because some half the stuff that I fucking believe, most people will probably say, well, you're fucking off your trolley, right? So I do understand that. I do understand people have got religion. I do understand. I do to a certain extent understand why they do it as well. Why, when you get good people that have obviously not been, that have not been dragged into, that have not been fooled by the system that we've got now, just go to an older system. If you understand, they're the default place. No matter what denomination you are, your default place, if you get into religion, is that place, which is even further back in the past. So anyway, I don't. Like I say, I don't want to really get too much into religion. Like I say, I've got my own beliefs on everything. I do believe in a God. I don't. It's not that I think that we're here on his own and we're an accident and whatever. There you go. Raconteurs News. Like every show you watch, we have heard it all before. That's why it gets boring. It's right. If you've heard it all before, it does get boring, doesn't it? It does get a bit boring. But look, all the best to Webby. I hope he's all right. I actually did communicate with Jimmy O last night. That'll stop between me and him. And good luck to him as well. I know he was flying out to America today, I think. But good luck to him anyway. If you're listening, Jimmy, or you watch this when you get there, or whatever.
So I presume he got his Jabberwocky.
Well, he must have done. I didn't ask him. See, I mean, that's just I just had a brief back and forth with him on Telegram. Strangely enough, and
Yeah.
it was just it's fine. It was just fine. Look, it's
That's
whatever
good.
whatever went
That's
off.
good.
It's not personal between me and Jim, and it's not personal between
No.
me and Webby. It's not. I was just thinking of this show and the people that were listening at that time. And I know
Yeah,
that there
no.
were people that that do like listen to it, but and really I'd just had enough. I've been trying I have been trying to help Webby whenever I can, and listen to him, because I have listened to him. And the thing is what he were doing on that show. I've sat and listened to, I've rung him up to see how he is. And then 2 hours later, I'm still on that loop, if you know what I mean. And he's still saying the same thing. But I've sat and listened to him because he's my mate, and that's what I was there for. That's why I rung him up. But when it starts getting on the show, and then it becomes that again. And of course, he'd had an alcoholic drink as well, which didn't help. In my opinion, anyway. He'd had an alcoholic drink, which didn't help him. I think he had more than one.
I wouldn't know. It didn't sound it to me, but I'll defer to better people who know him better. So.
But apart from that, Webby's always. I'll always have time for Webby if he wants to ever talk and all that. He can just get in touch with me. He knows how to get in touch with me. I've not blocked him on Facebook. He's not blocked me on Facebook. It's all just there. So everything's in place. There's nobody blocking anybody. If he wants to talk to me, he can talk to me. If he wants to talk to me, he can get in touch, and it's fine. I just feel like I don't want to get in touch with him because he went away. You know what I mean? I don't want to be.
Yeah. And regards Jimmy O, and just in case he does be listening, like he says, have a great time out there, man. Have the time of your fucking life, right? And come back with great fucking stories. And if you want to fucking chat, no fucking hassle.
Exactly. Too short, isn't
exactly.
it? It's too short, and there's too much fucking people falling out and doing things. It's become fucking. It's become a thing in itself. You get programs on YouTube. People doing YouTube streams, and they're just dissing somebody else. There's a particular woman who gets this fat woman on, who disseminates all this fat this woman who's obviously she's a big girl and she eats a lot, and she just gets sort of puts her clips on of hers, and then just starts fucking giving a grief about it. And I just think it's pointless. And if that's what you call entertainment, if you want to be entertained and be by that, you might as well stick to fucking soaps. But I suppose this is more real. But I was going to say anyway. The strange thing is, it's a shame that me and Webby are not. We're not on an even keel at the moment, because the guest that I've got coming on Monday is a guy called Bob White, and it's right up Webby Street. It's right up Webby Street. That stuff, really, right up Webby Street. And I'll tell you about him.
I think I remember you mentioned this on. Did you mention this on Telegram the other night? And I got the sense that you wished that he was around for him.
Yeah, I might have done. This guy's called Bob White, and what's happened is he was trying to they were trying to evict him from his home, and he that was 3 years ago, and he got into all sorts of trouble. Police arrested him, doing all this stuff. Police arrested him, yada yada. And there's a lot of different things. Now, from what I've spoke to him, I spoke to him earlier on today on phone, but just for a wee while, just to get him sorted out and let him know what to expect on Monday, and just to see if I could get him to do a sound check on Monday as well before we start. But from what I was talking to him today, he's in the property that they tried to evict him from 3 years ago when he got arrested and all this sort of thing. And he's now all the cases that they had against him have been to trial, and he's been found. Please, if I'm getting any of this wrong, don't. I'm not doing it on purpose. I'm just saying as I remember it. But he's been found not guilty on all the charges, but now all the criminal cases are over. And then next week they're on about coming and doing it again, trying to. I think the 10th is the date that I've got, which is if I get him on Tuesday, that's the 7th. So that's 2 or 3 days before. So we're going to get him on. It's going to be like a bit of a blast from the past, because we were talking about Tom Crawford and all that sort of stuff. And if you don't remember names like that, these are all things that you can go back to. You can learn. You can look at what they did and what the situation were and what they'll. What happened, where it ended up as well. That's always crucial, because there were a lot of people about many years ago who were doing this sort of thing, and it's where they've ended up is where that's really what you want to see, isn't it? It's
exactly
ended up happening, and then you can sort of take inspiration from them, or you can take some precautions.
I'm following a guy very, very closely here in Ireland. He's an Italian dude, and you can find him on Telegram. He's on the channel The Italian Job, and he's down the same route, right? He's on the common law route, and he's doing exactly what we were fucking doing years ago, right? And he's having success in court, but he's finding himself getting dragged back in at the moment, so where at the moment what happened, like a charge of driving with a dodgy license plate and no insurance, tax and stuff like that, he was all those charges. He was caught like in a few places there not too long ago, and he got all the charges dismissed, and now the charges are being brought back against him again. So it's kind of interesting following these people and see what the journey entails, because this gives you an idea of what you're up against, and this is what you're up against. And if you're going to take this shit on, you got to take it seriously, because these guys don't take prisoners, right?
No, they don't mess about.
Oh, no, they don't take any prisoners.
They don't mess about. I mean, if you go on my other channel, you'll see that I had a problem with coppers many years ago. Well, many years ago, 7. It was just before my second heart attack. It was August 2015, I think. Yeah. So it's just before my second heart attack. And they came to change me meter for a pay-as-you-go meter. And I weren't letting them in. And the coppers came and smashed away into the house, essentially. Broke every law that you can imagine. Completely broke the law. I tried to report it. No, everywhere I went, because I reported them. I got it all on video. It's all on video. It's all there. It's on my other channel, Ultra Edge Media.
It's like reporting the rape of Riding Hood to the wolf.
Exactly, it is. You're right.
I know it's a crude fucking analogy, but
it's fucking brilliant. It's a brilliant analogy, really, because that's what it was. I came up against all sorts of different fucking. No matter who I got in touch with, I got letters and all sorts, and I'd done all this work, and I were in touch with this guy who were in complaints. Complaints wouldn't even touch it. They would not even touch it at all. They just kept saying, "No, we're not we're not interested. We're not interested." That's all they did. And when it came to it, I thought for a start, I had a heart attack in December of that year. So you can imagine that we're around about time when we're really stressful, and I'm trying to get answers from people. I'm trying to get attention, because that's what you try to get. You try to get attention to what has happened to you. from different people in different in different areas in the police. And I was just getting knocked back and knocked back. And then December, I had a heart attack. And then, in fact, January, this show started. But in December, I had the heart attack. And then I thought to myself, because I were doing quite a bit, I was still afterwards, and then I just thought to myself, I've got a life quality and fucking balance to get here, right? Because my quality of life at the moment is shit. I'm ill anyway. I'm not very well. I'm fucking at death's door, and do I really need this? If I'm fucking really ill, I'm going to die. I don't want to be dying and this be all fucking there. I want to live my life. So you get like a balance, and you have to learn what that balance is. Between whatever it is that you're passionate about, or whatever it is that you feel that's been wronged by you, you've still got to get that balance. Because if you're fucked up in head from that incident, you're no good to anybody. You're not good in your private life. You're no good in your fucking work life. You're no good in your life where you're trying to right a wrong. So you've got to remember that there's always got to be a balance. And as long as there's a balance, and I think I've just about sussed getting a balance, with doing this show. Go on, Jim. What are you saying? Something?
No, I'm just looking at that comment from Dean Yates. Jimmy can't take you serious when you hide behind filters. Then you had the nerve to have a go at Julie for not having cam on. Rather have no cam than filters to make you look like a gremlin. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm a gremlin. That's grand, I'm okay with it, I've got...
Oh, dear. Oh, trouble's fucking broke out in chat room. I
don't know, man. I'm a gremlin anyway. That's okay. And you got a fucking penis over your fucking left shoulder.
Yeah, that's my fucking penis.
Yeah. And nothing about that. But I'm a fucking gremlin. Jesus Christ. What's wrong with gremlins, man?
I don't know.
Are gremlins dodgy? I don't know. Hold on.
Well, you don't get them in Waxer, and they're not allowed up after 12 o'clock.
Yeah, I heard that rule, but I've never had a gremlin, so I've never had to worry about it, so. I thought Jimmy looks like he's in a set from MASH. I do. That is my era there. From Stephen Owens. I'm from.
That's funny, because weren't they one of them? Weren't they a bloke who fucking dressed up in women's clothes because he didn't want to be there in MASH?
Yeah. Klinger.
That's quite early, isn't it?
Klinger, yeah. That was funny. That I actually enjoyed that. But it kind of like when you think back, that was like the early days. They must have seen it coming, They obviously seen this shit coming,
I know. Oh, that's it. I was thinking.
Taz Media say there, Jimmy has his own. I don't need a green screen because, like I says to Jay, this is not a green screen. This is actually a virtual camera. So you don't need a green screen when you got a virtual camera, because you can do all sorts of crazy shit like with fucking technology when you know how to use a virtual camera. And it's not fucking amazing fucking tech, but it's interesting. It's interesting. But anyway, yeah. Sorry, Jay, I was interrupting you there.
No problem at all. Miss Blue Sky's a bit of a fan. Hey all, personally, I love the filters, Jimmy. Give us something funny to look at, and love the green Papa Smurf look. See, there you go. don't make him angry.
Papa Smurf. I like that. I can relate to Papa Smurf. Personally, I don't see the connection with the Gremlins, but Gremlins, they were usually the little fuckers that crashing all the NATO jets over in Ukraine at the moment. It's not Putin that's doing it; it's the fucking Gremlins. So.
Well, what do you think to this one? This is from Tit and Bum Tabloid. Scathing words and grifting turds. Max Egan's unauthorized biography. I'm going to have to try and get Max on again. I like Max.
Yeah.
In fact, you know what I ought to do to treat everybody? I ought to get fucking Neil Sanders on, because you all love him. Everybody loves it. I know I've got a guest for next week, but perhaps week after or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. See, it'd be interesting because I know I know he's a divisive character on this channel, but at the same time, I'd like to hear where his head is at now. You know, because I've watched all the comments and heard all the to and fro from everybody. I'd like to know where he is at now, right now. You know, because I know he took a quite affirmative approach to the Jabberwockies, you know.
Yeah. Mm. You know what got me thinking today? I thought to myself, this cunt's got it fucking wrong. I saw someone on telly, right, and I thought this cunt's got it completely fucking wrong, right? And you know what I was thinking on? Fucking Paul O'Grady, Lily Savage. Remember Paul O'Grady, Lily Savage? Remember that? He's on telly now doing fucking doing adverts for like dogs and that, and he does things, and he's a geezer, Paul O'Grady. But back in day, he used to dress up as Lily Savage, and he seems to be the anti-trans, as it were. He's like gone from being somebody that dressed up in women's clothing to now dressing up in men's clothing, but still being a man. Right. Really weird.
I heard Ricky Gervais went on a tirade. I haven't been able to source the video just yet, but I heard he went on a tirade against all this trans stuff there.
I'll tell you what he did. I've watched it, right? But
right.
he did.
Have you got a link to it? Have you?
No, I've seen it on Netflix. It's on Netflix, and I've watched it on Netflix. I'll see if I can get you a link for it.
Okay.
But the thing with it is, right? There's people like him. I watched Jimmy Carr. Well, I watched one with Jimmy Carr, fucking a bit back, and that was last I ever watched Jimmy Carr. Right now, of anything fucking Jimmy Carr does, I think it's just all a load of fucking bollocks. I didn't think he was very funny anyway, and it's obviously all fucking scripted. And I never script anything. I don't script this show, or do I? And sometimes I can be quite funny. So you know, I don't see. I think comedy's supposed to be more organic anyway. It works better that way. But what he'd done is Jimmy Carr had done is he were going to say controversial jokes, but he'd say it beforehand. He were almost apologising for a joke beforehand, and I think Gervais did that a little bit, nowhere near as much. Nowhere near as much as Jimmy Carr did, but Ricky Gervais did do that a little bit. I want somebody to just come out and say it and just do it, and not because he's said it, and Dave Chappelle, he said some stuff about it. But again, they're always trying to justify it. They're always trying to tell you why it should not offend you and why it's whereas for me, I just say shit. Yeah, for me, I'd just say something. If that were me and that were what I was saying and that were what I'd written and that was my joke, I would then say it, and I wouldn't fucking try to justify it or to defend it, because a good joke, if it's funny, doesn't need to be defended. It's funny. If someone's offended by it, just fuck them off. You know, man, it's doors there. See you later. You know, you can get off. That's how I see it. So I just wish that they wouldn't try to apologise for it as much. But he did say things like, he did say, sorry, you know, so, a bloke dressed as a woman, trans people. A trans person, whatever. A bloke dressed as a woman is going into a woman's toilet, and just as a woman goes in, is about to go in as well, and she says, "Excuse me, you can't go in. This is the women's toilet." And then someone comes along outside her and goes, "Excuse me, that is a woman. She identifies as a woman." And woman says, "Yeah, well, he can't come in here." And other person says, "She can't come in here." And he says, "Well, what if he tries to rape me?" And she says, "What if she tries to rape you, you fucking bigoted bastard?" You know, that's the ridiculousness of it now. It's not the actual thing that can be of some harm to somebody that's the important thing anymore. It's the how you describe it. That's the important thing. Now, as long you've got to use
Yeah.
all the fucking right words, and I can see that point, but I can see that, and I can deduce that, and I can realize that that's the joke. But having to explain then, that about why that joke's funny. Norm Macdonald used to fucking do some great jokes, but he never apologized for them. He'd actually back up what he said. I remember him being on a radio station, and he were on a radio station. It were a black woman who were the host of this radio station, and they got this other woman on who were also a black woman who did something in entertainment. Oh no, she were a teacher, a school teacher, right? And so they're doing all the talking and everything. And he said the teacher says to him, "You have to come to my school one time and say hello to all my pupils." And he says, "Oh, right, okay, yeah, I'll come to your school." He says, "Is the black kids there?" And she said, "Yeah, we've got 86%." Went, "Oh well, I'm not coming." He says, "Because black people tend to be poor, and poor people tend to be dangerous." And it weren't a thing. That's a joke. Now, what happened then were they were all, "Oh my God, you can't say that, you can't say that." And he said, "Well, why? If nobody's saying it, is it true? Is it true that black people generally are poorer than white people?" And they say, "Yeah, but there you go. Then if we don't talk about it, if we're just trying to hide it, it's never going to change." It's like he says. There's a bloke in a wheelchair. Like you might say, "Well, I've got more money. I know I've got plenty of money. I'm black and I've got plenty of money. I know plenty of people with black people with money." And he said, "Well, you hang about. That's because of your job and everything. You hang about. You generally tend to hang about with people who've got money. So if there's going to be black people in that, they're naturally going to have money." He says, "Put it this way, right? He said, there's a bloke in a wheelchair who could go faster than me, a wheelchair Olympian. He'd be have to go faster than me than I can run, right? So he'd be have to go faster than I can run. But generally, people in wheelchairs are not as fast as me. That's a fact, right? You understand? He's trying to say that if we don't talk about these things, then nothing's ever going to change. And if we're making everything taboo, if we're making everything that we can't talk about, no, it's ever going to change. Nothing's ever going to change. It's all going to stay the same.
That's absolutely the truth, Jay. And do you know what? Historically, in Irish families, there's been I don't know how you'd call it. It's like there's a history of family violence, right? And especially against women. And over the last, say, 20 years, 30 years, it's been coming into the public perception because people are actually starting to talk about it, and this is the reason why a lot of things are fucking changing in this country, but now we're finding ourselves in a situation where you can't fucking talk about fuck all, and we're kind of losing this progress that we're making by sort of like abolishing this ability to talk about shit. You're actually sort of like starting to fucking hide shit under the carpet again, as it was because like years and years ago, like people never used to fucking talk about it. You just didn't fucking do it, like so a woman could be suffering in a fucking home, getting fucking battered the shit out of every fucking night, and the kids, and nobody would fucking talk about it because you just don't fucking talk about it, right? And then all of a sudden, like, something fucking changed. So at the moment, it seems to me like they want to push us back into this situation where it's no longer okay to fucking talk about this fucking shit, So I don't know where this fucking ends, but I don't think it ends negatively, I really don't think it ends negatively because...
Well, Let's hope not. B. Robozo says Norm's delivery was slightly more nuanced. It was more nuanced and more eloquent, and I'm crap at fucking telling stories anyway. But yeah, it was. So have a listen to that. If you find it. It's on YouTube, I know it is, but he's on a radio show, and it's not a comedy show. It's just a radio show. He's just a guest on the like daytime radio show, and then people start calling in and saying he's right and everything, and he is right if we don't start talking about it. But then, yeah, slightly more nuanced. I certainly don't do the great Norm Macdonald any fucking favors. The greatest, the funniest man formerly alive, as we call him now. But yeah, God, what did you mention then? You mentioned something then, and I was just about to say something, and I fucking forgot.
Yeah,
So
well, Chris is actually asking if I'm talking about cultural Marxism, and there's probably a connection there. There probably is a connection there, because these type of ideologies usually find some way of subverting, like what the general flow of the direction of the society is, just to inflict their sort of ideology, or sort of overlay their fucking ideology upon the fucking society, just to direct it in their direction. So maybe it is cultural Marxism. I don't know. Maybe there's a new form or something else has evolved.
It's been a clever cultural Marxism, because a lot of people did come to the realization, because before we got social media, I remember a time, sort of, I don't know, 2005, 2006, when I first went back to DJing. But I remember a time before then that people, let's just say when somebody died, a prominent person died, you get 10 jokes from people, texts from people, because that was how people communicated, by text message. So they'd send you, I remember Steve Irwin dying, and I getting loads of text jokes about Steve Irwin dying, and that sort of dark black humor that coexisted sort of just between good friends. Because I know that people that I were friends with, who I saw on a regular basis, occasionally, would talk about things that perhaps you wouldn't talk about in front of other people. And that's how people would share jokes. And you remember Bluetooth, when that first came out, people sending each other videos, but it were one-to-one. You knew who you were sending it to. You knew who you were sending that joke to. And then along comes social media, and people don't adjust their behavior. They think that they're just saying that for just the friends. So it might be something could be quite offensive to somebody, and it's being posted on social media. I do remember, and this is how far back it is, I do remember somebody on Facebook, and I was flabbergasted at the time, but there was somebody on Facebook who'd just put as a status. It was when, you remember when Cheryl Cole and Ashley Cole were married? And then he's playing, footballer Ashley Cole.
Oh, no, yeah.
Arsenal footballer Ashley Cole. He married Cheryl. What's her fucking
Cheryl Cole.
Yeah, and she became Cheryl Cole. But when they split up, somebody said, "Oh, it's fucking serious. It's for good this time." She's just cut down his tire swing off at back garden, right? Which is fucking like really racist fucking thing. And this person just publicly just done that, whereas it might have been a joke that he sent to some people when it were text messages. Now it's everywhere. So people have probably learnt the hard way, because they've been saying things on social media that they were reserving for the friends at time, and now everyone's so fucking closed in, because everyone knows they're surveilled. Every fucking single place they do anything, people are going to be able to hack in, or to be able to get information from that knowledge. And we're told that as well. We're told, people like us will say, they're following me, they're watching us, and this, and they are, no doubt about that. But well, is it to the fucking point where they're going to be? Is it to the point where they're going to be, when you send a text message or WhatsApp or a Facebook message to somebody else, a single person who you're not doing it for, like as a group, but you're sending a single, and it's I don't know, racist, sexist, fucking homophobic, whatever, and then people will look into it. Nobody's doing that, are they? But that's what people think now. people think my stuff can be read by anybody. So if there's anything in there that's a bit out of that's a bit out of fucking sync, that's a bit off the rails, then they're going to see it. Whereas before, when you were texting, you didn't give a fucking shit because that's all it were going to. That one person, they might forward it on and forward it on and forward it on, and that's how it worked. So people have learned the hard way, but they've fucking learned, and most of it's keep your fucking trap shut about anything controversial.
Well, I didn't learn that fucking lesson, because I've got a big fucking mouth, so I don't care who the fuck I'm talking to, like, but I don't try to wake any fucking cunt up, like. But I'm just looking at a comment there from Chris Partridge. WEF planning our new centrally controlled planned economy. I wonder if anyone tried that before. I do listen quite a bit to a man called what's his name, Thomas Sheridan, and he talks about the first Great Reset, which was Catholicism, and so, and you know what? And I think he has a point. This is actually the second Great Reset. So, do you know what? I think this is not the first time they've tried this shit, Chris. So, take that with a pinch of salt. But I think Thomas has a fair point. Over to you, Jay.
Yeah. Well, I'll just hold me. I'll just keep my powder dry as far as Thomas Sheridan goes. I've told you before, on it. It was personal, so.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, you mentioned it. Yeah, and that's
Yeah,
okay.
it was personal, but I see. I don't. So as a result, I don't see any of his work. I haven't seen it for years, and it might be fucking great. But all I remember is he wasn't doing this anymore, and that was the last time that I saw, and that were about 2015. But hey, he's back. Everyone can come back.
Oh yeah, well I look at I have a love hate with him. There's days I dig what he's talking about, and there's days I just say shite bull, and that's the way I am with Thomas. It's just so when he's talking shite, I just call it and just say, oh, fuck man, piss off, and then he comes out with some good shit. So it's like it's okay. You got to take it all, man.
Yeah, well, listen. The thing is that I'd fucking tell a story. I might as well fucking tell a story. Thomas Sheridan were due to come on this show, and Thomas Sheridan were due to come on this show, and one of the shows beforehand, I was talking about it'd come up. Now, this might be difficult for people to like get their head around, but this show I would just like the sidekick. I wasn't really I weren't the host. I weren't introducing it. Andy were doing all that. So I was just the sidekick. And obviously I was interjecting and getting in conversation, when I wanted, when I could. But what I did I did an impression of Thomas Sheridan, and it was quite scathing. And I'm not going to do it now, but I did an impression of him because he'd done a video on these canals, the Manchester Canal Pusher or something like that. But there were a lot of deaths in Manchester canals, and he'd done a video on it. So all I did is I was just taking piss, and I was just doing an impression of that on the show. And somebody sent him a clip of that, and he didn't come on. I think he's been on. I think he has been on. I can't even remember. I can't even remember. I think he either didn't come on, but I'm sure I've talked to him. I think he either didn't come on or he won't come on with me on. So I stepped aside. I can't remember, but it's back there somewhere. If you can find it on fucking internet, it's definitely there. But that's what happened. So I mean, me and Thomas fell out. I don't know. I've got to be honest. I weren't really impressed with that Manchester Canal thing. I didn't really quite get what and the people he hung about with as well, the people that were falling around him. Somebody mentioned in here Danielle Leverity, for fuck's sake.
I seen that, yeah. Danielle, she went fucking crazy there at one stage there over some pop stars, didn't she? Is that the woman I'm thinking of? She was losing the fucking plot, man, and doing videos regularly about not Elton John, but what's the other guy? Oh, jeez, I can't think of these pop stars.
No.
Cliff Richard, and his that's
Yeah,
it.
she
That's
was
her.
doing stuff like that. Listen, what she were,
Yeah,
right? She were
yeah,
hair and
yeah,
teeth, and she were, low cut tops and stuff like that, and then sat in her bedrooms doing these, I don't know,
yeah,
dear
yeah,
fucking David Cameron or dear the Queen, and then
yeah,
saying you're a cunt waffle and all this sort of come up with these words and stuff, and just
yeah.
like went everywhere, fucking just everywhere. It were like she were like dog shit. She were fucking everywhere, and I just had to cut myself off. So I've not seen. I don't even know if she's still about. I think she's probably on. Uh, well, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I mean,
I
that was
done
quite a
I
long
done the
time
same
ago.
as you, Jack. I done the same as you, Jack. I shut off from. There's nothing fucking worse than listening to a cunt like that, because you know what they they don't come with any fucking solutions. All you get is fucking whine, 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 and that's it. And and they're talking to themselves basically. They're not, because nobody's fucking listening to them except fucking plebs. Sorry.
Well, exactly. Well, it does. I mean, I think that's probably a bit fucking disingenuous to plebs, really. I mean, they're not.
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
She was what she was. She was trying to. I mean, she'd been on telly before, hadn't she?
I don't know much about her.
Yeah,
All I know
she'd
is
been
that
on fucking This Morning years ago with
she
fucking
I
Richard and
didn't know
Julia.
her. I didn't know her on telly, like, but I knew her because she came to surface on a few channels. Probably fucking Richie fucking Allen probably had her on at probably some stage, and who knows who other fucking channels that she was on. But when you sort of like, when you're digging around in the dirt, like fucking most of us are most of the time, into all these fucking lowbrow channels, you end up listening to all sorts of shite. Sorry, that's probably a terrible way to fucking put it.
BB Rebozo says they're all shabby co-intel agents. Listen. I don't even fucking know. I don't even know. You know what? Half of these people, I don't know whether they're intel agents or which. There's undoubtedly some, but
I think she's right. Is it a she? I think she's
BB
right.
Rebozo, I don't know. I think he's a dude. I don't know.
Okay. I think he's right. I think he's right. I think a lot of the information that's going around, it's all being positioned, and you got different levels of information which are being propagated to the population. Some which is geared towards normies, some which is geared towards hardliners, some which is geared towards people who are sort of in the fucking middle, and some information which is geared towards people who don't fucking buy any fucking bullshit whatsoever, but they put it out there anyway. So you got so many different levels of fucking disinformation coming at you. You don't know whether you're fucking coming or fucking going or what to believe, and that's the way it's all designed. And and whether they're coin intel pro or they probably aren't, but they've been fucking employed by them, in some way, shape, or form.
Well, yeah, they'll probably get a bit of sponsorship and stuff like that. Listen, I
Yeah.
know. I just want to say this, right? I am not. You know me. I'm not all about fucking likes and all that fucking bollocks, but I am superstitious, and I've got 13 likes. So if someone could
Oh,
just pop one more on there, that'd just be ideal. Thank you very much. Biba Rebozo is an angry male, by the way. So it's a he. We'll call him a he.
there you go, bro. I've sorted
Oh,
your
there. Thank you very much.
13
Thank you.
problem out, man.
I've got 17 now. Thank you very much. Really, it were really worrying me. I was looking at this thing. I'm fucking 13. I can't 13.
Oh,
The thing was, at the time,
Thomas Sheridan.
At the time as well, it said 33 people watching.
Shit.
So,
How worse can this get?
I'm walking a paper's edge, aren't I, between good and evil? Oh no, okay, one side or other.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says it's 19 now. So thanks for that. Yeah, it was just a 13, really. Honestly, really, it was just okay.
That was funny. That was funny. I wouldn't have put you down as superstitious, Jay, but I'll tell you what, I've seen you in a new light.
Yeah, listen, I'm very superstitious. You know what I was doing the other day, right? Other day, I sat in here and I says to my missus, "Have you seen my fucking grinder? I ain't been able to find it for 2 days." I said, "I fucking looked everywhere. I'd looked all around my desk and everything. I think it was Wednesday. I see all around my fucking desk. I've looked fucking everywhere." I says, "And it's not about." I said, "Have you moved it anywhere or put it anywhere? We're on something and you put it in a drawer." And she said, No, I've not seen it. I've not seen it." And they fucking anyway. I said to her, I went, "Oh, fucking hell." I said, I looked up and I went, "Can you please help me find it?" Like that, right? I literally did that. And she says to me, "What the fuck are you doing?" I said, "Sometimes I look up, and it has happened before. I look up and I say, 'Will you please let me find it?' I don't know who I'm talking to, whether it's God or a fucking universe or, my guardian angel. I say, 'Will you please let me
Doesn't
find
matter.
it?' Anyway, 5 minutes fucking later, I found it right bang next to my mixer on my fucking on here, where I'd been looking the whole time. I'd been looking exactly where it fucking were. I found it, and I said, 'There you go. I found it. See,
That happens
it
to me
won't work.'"
all the fucking time. Shit can be under my fucking nose, and you won't see it unless it wants to be fucking found. I don't know. If somebody has a reason why shit is the way it is, I don't know, but I'd love to hear it. Fucking hell, nuts.
Listen, it's happened to me before. It's happened to me before. I've said, "Oh, please, can you give me back?" I've even said that. "Can you give me back? Can you this?" And they turn up. Turn up. Yeah, I'm speaking to the great Webster in the sky. Says Tin
Yeah.
Bum Tabloid. Chris
I
Partridge.
don't. I don't pray to gods. Sorry, Jay. Go on. Go on. Go on.
No,
Chris
carry
Partridge.
on. It's all right. We're going to read some.
No,
Sorry.
Chris Partridge. What? Read it out there. 19
Registered
likes.
19 likes. The other 17 viewers are MI5. They won't submit their celebrity for the moving on list either. You see, MI5 got 17 MI5. You see, probably really popular down at MI5, especially on a Friday night. It's quiet and they're all in GCHQ down at Cheltenham, and they're all sat there. And what are you watching tonight? Oh, me now. I'm not watching. No. I've seen. Steve. I've been watching Steve Goose Turd. I mean Turgoose. Fucking hell. I've been watching Steve Turgoose. By the way, I watched him last night. I went and had a look. He plays his guitar. I was on a Thursday night. I'm sorry for nicking some of your viewers if I did nick any of your viewers, but for that bit. So sorry, Steve.
I caught the end of him.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I caught a bit of it. I said hello in chat room.
Yeah.
So Steve. Goose Turgoose. Steve Turgoose. He's on a Thursday night.
Sure.
So that's what one MI5's got. And the other one's going, "Oh, I'm listening to Richie Allen. Fucking hell, this is fucking telling you what. This cunt used to be in fucking cunt used to be in mainstream media, this cunt here." And other one's listening to, "Oh, I've got fucking Restroom, you've got Raconteurs News on." And that's the people that give us a thumbs up.
It's a small handful, Jay. It's a small handful of broadcasts, really. And the rest are irrelevant. But the biggest threat, like, are you and Stephen Tagusa.
Yeah, Turgoose. And Cookie does his show as well. I think he's on a Monday. So there's Cookie's on. And don't forget as well, have a look for the Enlightened Times podcast, because the guy Mark we had on Tuesday, he's going to be doing his podcast, so that should be interesting. He has asked me to go on, but I'm a fucking terrible guest, so I won't be going on that.
You'd be good, Joe. That's a good comment.
I'm not going on. I'm not,
Right.
I said that before. I said I'm not talking about David Beckham anymore, and I'm not talking about and I'm not going on anyone else's show because I'm honestly I'm a terrible guest. I don't know what to say. I went on. I think I went on one not that long ago, and he said, "Oh, so what's up with you now?" I went, I don't know. What?
But Jay, you get to talk to infinitely more numbers of people to me. I come on to this fucking show and talk about shite. You can fucking talk about much more than me, you know, and I don't get that. You know, you can talk. Surely you can talk about fucking
I
100
could talk
million
about
people.
stuff. It's just that I like to. I don't know. It's probably because I like to lead a conversation rather than just take part in it, participate. Because there are things that people get into conversations about, and I just fucking you've seen this show. You've seen like when there's perhaps some people on talking, and I'll sort of like look like I'm losing will to live. It's just there's certain things, and I think I prefer to be. I prefer to be leading it rather than following it. And if somebody asks me, I just feel like I've said me piece, and I say enough stuff on this show. I can't. There's no I'm going to be able to say on another show, someone else's show, And I don't want to go on to try and get people to come and watch this, right? If people need this, they'll find it. That's all I say. That's how I see it. If people need this show, they'll find it. Because in life, you generally tend to get given what you need. And so if anyone needs this show, they'll find it. So I'm not trying to gain more listeners and all that. So I just don't want to go on anyone else's show. But he'll have some good guests on. I'll have him on again because he's a great guy. I love speaking to him. Mark, I thought we could have spoke for a couple more hours, but
I've been checking out his stuff, man. Over on. I only got a chance to listen to one of the shows, which was, oh God, what was it? That film that it was a documentary about the film that Jared Kushner made. What was the name of it, man? Can you think of it now?
Jared Kushner.
Jared Kushner, he was the key, sort of like one of the key figures in the making of this film. I'll go back and I'll fucking get it. Hold on. Bear with me a second. I'll fucking find it.
Go on, and you'll get it.
The Promise, or Jesus Christ, what was it called? The Purge. The Purge.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
Do you remember? Do you remember he was talking about the Purge?
Yes, I do. Yeah, I do remember it. Yeah, we're talking. Yeah, because there's a film called The Purge, isn't there?
Yeah. Well, if you go back into Colin's BitChute, you'll find a documentary about the Purge. This is for the people in the chat. It's very, very interesting, and about like how it all fucking fits together, and do you know what, he touches on a lot of the fucking finer points that I've been researching, like about Trump's affiliation with Jared Kushner and the Jesuits and the Jews, well, not the Jews but Israel in particular, and how a lot of people had infiltrated the fucking Trump. The way the Purge, the documentary, is done, it tells me that like Trump was surrounded by these people, but I don't think he fucking realized it. At the same time, I don't.
He probably didn't realize it.
I don't actually think he knew how deep his fucking swamp was.
But the thing is as well, right? I mean, all Trump was all Trump is interested in is Trump, right? So no matter what, if somebody tells him to do a certain thing, and that's going to make him popular, because that's all he was the greatest president that the United States have had. He fulfilled everything that he wanted to do, and he wanted it all to be about him. That's all it was. It was
Dead
all
right.
about him. That's all
Dead
it
right.
were.
And
And as
he's
long as
still
it were
got
all
that.
about him, he'll go along with anything.
But he was used. In my opinion now, he
Yeah, of
was
course it
fucking
was
used.
used.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. But there's probably some future plan, and I think there's probably some future plan because you can see it playing out in America. Because I don't know, I could be wrong, but there may be some sort of shift happening in America, and I pray that there is, because if we lose America, we're all fucked, like, and because look, the version of America we got now, like, you can see it like with Biden turning around, and all of a sudden now with all these mass shootings, and okay, we're going to have to decide whether to take people's guns. This is coming, this is coming. So whatever's going on in America is coming to a head right now, Jay. And it's kind of interesting what's happening.
Yeah, exactly. Trump were used, obviously, but they were used because they knew his weakness. His weakness is his ego, right? So his ego, as long as they feed his ego, they'll do what the fuck they want, do whatever
Yeah.
the fuck they want. Uh, on a side note, New Being over in Sweden says our public TV channel is showing Dances with Wolves now. Anyone here seen it? It is. Is it good? Do you think it's worth the almost 4 hours? I would appreciate your input. Now, I'm going to tell you, this is on my opinion and my opinion only, New Being. When I first heard about Dances with Wolves back in the day when it first came out and stuff, I avoided it like the plague because it had got Kevin Costner in it. But I did watch it a few years later, and it is really a really entertaining film and keeps you going. That's how I
It's quite
remember
good.
it anyway. So
It's
yeah,
quite good.
by all means, watch that. It is worth the 4 hours. It is for almost 4 hours, but it is. Well, I didn't think fucking hell this is long, and I want to switch it off. And I know probably I was watching it back in the day where switching it off that means I had to go back to the fucking video shop again and get a different one. But I did watch it, and it kept me going. Fucking hell, we're losing it. I'm losing. Look at all this shit here. Jared Kushner. I'm just going back through chat. Did I see that? Jason hates it when people come on his show and talk ad nauseum for 2 hours about their favourite biscuits. Turn up the volume, Kendo. Back in a moment, says Jimmy. They died with their boots on. Sorry, I happened to hit the wrong button, so your message was hid by a mistake. Yes, okay, so there's one that bounces there apologising to a punter. That's what we like. See, it's no personal. It was just a simple mistake, easily rectified. Trump was a perfect window dressing for the money launderers. Yeah, there you go. All good stuff. Anne Roberts, can't remember if it's Saint Anthony or Michael. Late. The patron saint of finding things. I have a lot of chat. I have lots of chat. Okay, Annette. That's happened to us, me loads of times. I don't know if is it St. Anthony or St. Michael. I have to find that out. But thanks for that anyway, Annette. Yeah, finding things. We were talking about earlier on when I found my grinder, which is not my app for my phone. On my phone, it were a proper grinder. That I grind up things. Vibo Ribozzo posted, Jared Kushner, was it a gay porn movie? Oh, right, okay. That's terrible. Trump did WrestleMania. It was above Trump. Oh, it keeps fucking doing this. Wish Fix is late. Evening Witch Fix. We're just nearly finished, but we'll talk about the National Association of American Manufacturers, the biggest lobbyists in the US. You know what? We're just going to ask when Jim comes back. I'm going to ask him a question because I was thinking about this question last night, and I was thinking, how do we turn this shit on the people that are fucking peddling it? All this fucking divisive shit. How do we do it? How do we use their shit and turn it back on them? And I thought to myself, here's a good idea. Did you get that? You get that bit, Jim?
I didn't, Jay. Sorry, I had a bit of an emergency there and I had to run for a second. Where are we?
Oh right, sorry. I didn't realise that. I was just talking. I was just about to say I got this idea, but it's fucking gone now. Oh yeah, yeah. To turn this shit on its head, Jimmy, can you just talk for a second? I just need to go in the kitchen. We've gone past 2 hours,
Yeah,
but I'm
no,
going to carry on.
that's fine. I'll take cues from the chat. And
Okay, take you.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry, guys. I have no idea what Jay was going on about there, and maybe you could sort of like fill me in on where this is going. So I have no idea, but Jay has gone off to the kitchen there for a second. It's like me. I had to fucking run there for a second. I had to, you know when nature calls, right? When nature calls, you just have to fucking run, right? And you got no fucking choice. Um, so we got Tim the Bun tabloid docs the members of the boards of these companies. Simple make them have skin in the game. Well,
Whew.
I don't know.
Do you know what I thought of that?
I
Right.
was having trouble getting feedback there, Jay, from the chat. So I still haven't figured out yet where we are.
All right. How to get back onto the controllers with their all their trolling on us? Well, I was thinking about
Yeah,
this. Right. I thought about this. Why don't I apply to join the Black Police Officers Association? Because I'm not black and I'm not a police officer, but I could say I identify as them, and if they then discriminate against me, then surely they're going to be in a lot of trouble. Jim, what do you think?
do you know what? I think all these people who are on this bandwagon of identifying as something that they're really not, I think they're going to get thrown to the wolves at some fucking stage because, do you know what? I think in general, the people of the world, are, the majority of them are fairly sensible people, and they can only take so much fucking shit, and it's only a matter of time before they sort of like say, hold on now a minute now, um, you're a fucking nutcase, and look, we have a little room here for you, and why don't you just fucking enter into it, and we will sort your head problems out. I think this is where this is going. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, Jay, but there's no way this small minority people are going to be allowed just to carry on with this mental illness being sort of. I have a bad feeling that they're being set up. I get this bad feeling, and that they're being set up for a fucking fall, and I feel sorry for them because I know there's mental issues at play here, and they're such a small minority, they really are, and I know an awful lot of people are fucking falling in for this projected fucking bullshit at the moment, but how long do people carry on like this? They don't carry on forever in this state of apathy, and what happens when the backlash comes, and do you know what? I don't know what you think about what I've just said there, but I'd appreciate your feedback.
Look, you can like someone's mentioned in chat room. It's not just identity politics now; it's identity everything. You're and the more you identify yourself in whatever fucking way you do, then the more information they've got on you, and the more that they can predict what your behaviour is going to be.
That's a good point.
So when people are out and they're doing things and then you're just making it really easy for them to just fucking just put you in a box and serve you the shit that they're fucking going to serve you. If you because you could, I mean, how many ways is there to identify you? Right, you can say, right, there's Jason. Jason's a white guy. There you go. That's one thing. Jason's married. That's another thing. Jason's straight. That's another
Balls.
thing. Jason's Catholic. That's another thing. Jason's bald. That's another thing. Not a practicing Catholic, by the way, but still born and baptized a Catholic. Jason's a
Yeah.
Sheffield Wednesday fan. That's another way to identify yourself. And the more that you identify yourself and the more that you give away about yourself, the more data they've got on you. And the
Yeah.
easier it is to be able to control people like us. Now they know this is what I'm learning. I'm not saying I haven't made all these mistakes, but what I'm trying to say is that I'm learning from these mistakes and realizing that, let's starve the beast. That's what we really need to do, is to starve the beast, and to just find somewhere where we're all at. You know what I mean, and just stay there,
Yeah.
and
That's one
just
of the
tolerate
reasons.
everybody
Yeah.
else's other stuff.
That's one of the reasons I left Facebook and Twitter, I guess, and I suppose I joined other platforms, but I never sort of like interacted with them because you know what? I'm fed up like feeding that beast, you know, Jay. Fed up with it because the, as soon as all the information was breaking about like how Facebook and Twitter was mining the information and sort of like selling it on, and sort of like how the robots were gathering the data on us all. I suppose that information started to sort of like sink into my consciousness, and it says, "Fucking hell, man! You know, do I want these cunts to be gathering info about me?" But yet here I am on fucking Telegram, and but at the moment, you know, Telegram seems to be okay, and it seems to be that there's a free flow of information, and I think I'm okay with the Russians knowing who I am. I you know, I, I prefer that they didn't know that I wasn't their fucking enemy either. At the same time, so I'm on Telegram, and that's it. And I'm not participating in any Western platforms that that I know of anymore. And
Apart from this
'cause
one, but you're on this show. Nobody watches this show. This is the fucking best show on the internet because nobody watches it, and it's our little secret.
well, I like you. I like the people on it, you know, and I know some of the people here, you know, and I know you from way back, and you know, and I still watch YouTube, but I don't give much to it, you know. But
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I still have people I follow on YouTube. Some of them are able to get around the set. Some of them are really good. I follow the Duran really like religiously. They put out about maybe 4 shows a day. I follow them religiously. I watch every single one of their shows. I highly recommend people watch the Duran, you know. And do you know what? That's what media is about, like unbiased, sort of like cool analyzing of the situation or of whatever it is. Cool analyzing and all aspects, not just one aspect of it, like all aspects, all sides of the situation. And that's something which is a, sort of like missing in the mainstream media in modern journalism. Like there's this lack. There's, it's gone too biased. It's become too polarized, and you can't get really an accurate read on what's going on anywhere. And that actually suits the Klaus Schwab's and whoever is. And Klaus Schwab ain't fucking running fuck all. He should, you know, if someone's face is in the fucking in the front, you can be guaranteed that's not the fucking dude that's fucking controlling it all. So we can fucking dismiss that bullshit. Klaus Schwab is a nobody. He's just a fucking Nazi, an ex-Jew who was a fucking who was adopted by a fucking Nazi and trained in Nazi ideology, and that's all he is. That's all the fuck he is.
Yeah. Well, look, like you're saying, the Duran, is that's the one you were mentioning, the Duran. Someone said the Duran has been good, but sadly not enough people are watching them. Listen, the people that want this is the thing, is the people that want to watch you, that want something like this or need something like this, will find you. Right? You don't have to do all the fucking thing, and the right amount of people are watching the Duran. We'd like it to be more. I sort of see this place as like, I'm like, I feel like I'm from another dimension. But what I've been able to do is I've been able to bring my wife with me into this dimension. And every fucking Tuesday and Thursday, I speak to other people from my dimension that are fucking stuck here with this fucking shit going on, right? And I feel like I would trying to fucking help each other out and at least talk to each other and communicate and feel like we belong actually in a different fucking dimension to this. So it's all good stuff. I mean, I'd recommend you watch what you like, watch everything you fucking want to watch. It's you'll find you'll go back to stuff that you like, and stuff that you need, and you won't go back to other shit. So it's fucking dead right.
Well,
Dead right, lad.
we're kind of family in a way, Jay. Because we go back a long way. And I go back a long way with quite a few people in this chat. And so we've been around a long fucking time. And we kind of need an outlet like this so that we can come in and chat with each other. And it's not everybody who's got the fucking ability to run a live stream and bring guests in and say, just have a fucking chat, man. And when it all goes fucking pear shaped, then you notice the cracks in the fucking network, and they say, oh, where's fucking Jay? And holy shit, man, he's gone. What the fuck are we going to fucking do? Anybody know of any live fucking streams going on? Holy fuck, I'm kicking off here. What are we going to do? And that's where we fucking are, But maybe some of us need to fucking pick it up. And I haven't done much broadcasting myself in the last number of years, I just couldn't be arsed anymore. But there's times I'd love to pick it back up and say, right, let's go fucking do this, because there's lots to be talking about, but and there's always lots to be talking about.
But listen, if whenever I've not got a guest, then Jimmy, if you want to fucking jump on, it's fine by me. Then it's easy, innit? You just jump on when you want. I'll tell you can anytime. I like talking to you. Sometimes I like to do an hour. I didn't really have out fucking ready for tonight, but usually I've got at least an hour's worth of stuff that I can just talk about for the first hour, and then second hour I like bringing you on and we talk Ukraine and have a chat with somebody as well. So you're always fucking welcome on here. And I think if you want, we'll make it a regular thing.
I just don't always like talking about Ukraine, because Ukraine is a done deal, Jay. It's like it's over.
We'll get the Jimmy's news. We'll just get you on second hour. Whenever there's no guest, then you're on second hour. Then we don't have to. I was just using that Ukraine thing to just try and lure you on.
I know.
I was grooming you.
Well, do you know what? I had it all lined up tonight, where I had all the maps lined out. It says, right, look, we're going to talk about Ukraine tonight. Do you know what? And I wasn't in the forum for talking about Ukraine, but I had it all lined out. I had the maps lined out. I had this lined out. It says, right, I was going to show everybody Severodonetsk, and I was going to show everybody Lysychansk, and I was going to show the fucking cauldrons, and this, that, and the fucking other. And then I was going to fucking move us north to fucking Kharkov, and I was going to explain how the fucking K was fucking silent and that it's pronounced Kharkov, and then I was going to fucking zoom out further. But you know what? It's fucking pointless, because the fucking Russians are going to take everything over to the Dnieper River, and that's it. And then they may stop, but I don't think they will.
Who knows?
Anyway. Who knows? Nobody can read into the minds of those people who are sort of formulating these plans. But one thing is for sure, and I know you wanted me to talk about Ukraine tonight, and this is what I will fucking say. Ukraine army is falling to pieces. They are retreating. They're on the fucking run. They're digging down in Severodonetsk at the moment, and only a small platoon is dug down in Severodonetsk. And the majority of the army seems to have retreated across the river over to Lysychansk, which is the twin city for Severodonetsk, and they're but look, they've lost the high ground, which is to the south, which is oh god, what's the name? I can't keep up with the names of these fucking places, man. I had it all lined up, man, but it doesn't matter. Look, Ukraine is on the fucking retreat. They're fucked. America is about ready to abandon them. You know, they have decided, I think, to send them some MLRS, which is those mass rocket launcher systems, but they're only sending something like 4. They're not going to make any fucking difference because they're going to be getting taken out just as easily as all the other weapon systems which have been sent in there. Ukraine is finished that. That's that's all I can fucking say about Ukraine. And
well, anyway, let's get a question in, right? Well, first of all, I want to say if Raconteurs News is a family, and then fucking Uni is the the gimp kid that we fucking put up in tower in corner fucking castle that we live in, that nobody ever speaks of and gets fucking chucked food through fucking door. Fucking Dinny's down in dungeon waiting. Anybody who fucking goes down there, he just fucking grabs and fucking locks up and ties up with some fucking chains and starts whipping them and shit like that. And anybody else come up with any other fucking Raconteurs News family people and what they might do, let us know. Anyway, listen, I think we're going to fuck it off, man, because I'm quite knackered. But what do you think about Zelensky meeting the CEO of Palantir yesterday? Palantir yesterday.
Plantier. Zelensky was meeting with them.
Yeah.
It's just another movie drama because that's all he does. He's a PR man. That's all he does. I mean, Zelensky is nothing. Zelensky was put in there by Kolomoisky, who is the Jewish head, which is running this whole fucking operation, man. And I'm sorry, I shouldn't even be mentioning Kolomoisky's name, but do you know what? Look, we might get away with it. And
I think we will, mate.
Okay, Kolomoisky. And look, Zelensky, it doesn't matter who the fuck he meets with, he's still a fucking dude with high heels who he doesn't know anything about anything, and it doesn't matter who the fuck he meets with because he's not calling any fucking shots. So that's just the bottom line.
There you go. It's just theatre. Right, I think we'll call that a day. Jimmy, thanks for coming on, mate. It's been interesting, really interesting. And like I said, that offer's open to you. You know, when I've not got a guest on, then
Sure,
it's me. I'll do
sure.
first hour, and then you'll come on second hour. Like get you back
Yeah.
into it a little bit, doesn't it? And there's no pressure. You don't need to be there, but if you are, then we'll get you on.
It might be interesting, Jay, because you know what? It might force me to actually just do some kind of production, And I used to be quite good at this shit. Like, I used to be able to. I've never done it on video. It was always on radio. Video is really not my forte, but you know what? I can fucking do it. Sure, look, it's just an extension of technology, And do you know what? It'd be interesting because just to do a little production, just even if it was only just fucking 15 minutes or something, like, it'd be interesting.
Yeah. And also, just like, you want to talk about, it don't have to be Ukraine, it could be anything. You want to talk about anything you've seen that's interesting to you. I mean, there's tons of things I see. I just haven't fucking written out down tonight. So that's why first hour a bit of a fucking mong fest. But anyway, cheers, Jimmy. Thanks to everyone who's in the chat room. I'll be back on Tuesday. We've got Bob. Fucking hell, I can't remember his name. Bob.
Bobolina.
Bob White.
Bobolina.
Bob White. I think his name's Bob White. Yeah, it were in W's anyway. I'm sure it were. Anyway, Bob's on Tuesday with me, and we'll we'll just.
What's that going to be about, Jay?
It's about eviction. He got evicted from his house.
God, right, yeah.
He was evicted. So I shall leave the last word to Eunice Doctor, and we'll see you on Tuesday. Cheers, Jim.
That man has the largest penis I have ever seen. Actually, don't even know if he has mumps. Forgot to look. I was distracted by the largest penis I have ever seen.